Welcome back. With a look at what's going on in the world of sports, here's Paige McGowan.
Thanks, Tyler. We were patient all summer, but it's finally that time of year. Basketball season is back. Both Humber teams face their longtime rivals, the Sheridan Bruins, Tuesday night in the most anticipated matchup of the season. Fans are constantly on the edge of their seats when these two teams battle because you never know what to expect. Fans from both teams filled the gym as the women's teams prepared to start off the night. The Humber Hawks got out to an early lead with a 12-2 run to kickstart the game. Humber's solid defense forced the Bruins to an offensive dry spell, preventing them from scoring for the first 5 minutes of the game. The Hawks went into the half, leading the Bruins 42-29. Sheridan came out strong in the third quarter, outscoring Humber and cutting their lead to 5 with 9 minutes remaining. The Bruins were trailing by 3 with 2 seconds left in the game, but they were resilient and hit a three-pointer to force the game into overtime. Both teams played hard in the extra frame, but in the end, Humber managed to secure the win 72-70. This was their second road victory to begin the 2019 season. Following the women's game, the men's teams were ready for battle. It was back and forth in the first quarter, but Humber ended up taking the lead by 1 point. The Hawks ran into offensive trouble in the second quarter against Sheridan's press defense. They only managed to score 8 points and went into the half trailing by 13. The Hawks were dominant throughout the entire third quarter, outscoring the Bruins 32-18. Humber made an impressive comeback and managed to tighten the score and lead 66-65 going into the final frame. It was a close game the entire fourth quarter. Sheridan managed to stay ahead by just a few points in the final minutes of the game. The Hawks were down by 3 with 2 seconds left on the clock. Humber had to come up with something quick. An inbound pass was made, forcing Humber to make a contested fadeaway three-pointer to tie the game. The deep three hit the back of the rim and bounced out. The entire gym was on their feet. Humber was expecting the refs to call a foul, but no calls were made. Sheridan ended up taking the win with a final score of 85-82. The high levels of intensity and athleticism you see when these two teams face off is the reason this matchup is a must-see every year. Humber and Sheridan will meet again later in the season. In more basketball action, the Toronto Raptors clutched a home victory against the Detroit Pistons. Former head coach Dwayne Casey headed back to Toronto for the first time since the 2018 championships. Casey says there's no truth to rumors of tension with his former team.
No, Dwayne Casey is not salty at all. I'm happy for everybody who's here. There's no saltiness, no pepper, no hot sauce, anything whatsoever.
The Raptors were on fire last night, with Pascal Siakam putting up 30 points and Kyle Lowry scoring 20. The Pistons committed 20 turnovers, resulting in 29 points for the Raptors. The Raptors will visit the Milwaukee Bucks this Saturday, and the Pistons head over to Chicago to play the Bulls this Friday. We'll see if the Raptors can continue their winning streak. As we say hello to one sports season, we say goodbye to another. The MLB World Series final game took place last night in Houston, and the Washington Nationals did what was once thought as impossible. The Nationals won the World Series with a 6-2 victory over the Houston Astros. This is the first title in franchise history, and it comes 15 years after the team changed from the Expos and relocated from Montreal to Washington. This is also the first World Series in which every game has won by the road team. The Nats came into the series as heavy underdogs, but won the first 2 games in Houston. Nationals pitcher Steven Strasburg was named World Series MVP for both of his starts in Games 2 and 6. TSC is off to their 3rd MLS final on 4 years. Toronto FC defeated defending champion Atlanta United in the Eastern Conference final last night, 2-1. It was a subpar start to the game for Toronto as the home team came out firing and scoring in the 4th minute. TFC fought back valiantly and finished the first half with a tie. They got the go-ahead goal in the 78th minute with an unstoppable strike from substitute midfielder Nick DeLeon. TFC will face the Seattle Sounders Sunday in the finals. The Humber men's soccer team continue their dynasty with their 13th OCAA title overall. Led by head coach Michael Aquino, the Hawks kept their opponent, the Fanshawe Falcons, to 0 goals. Midfielders Alex Baez and Max Ferrari and forward Leoford Allen scored the game's only goals as the Hawks beat the Falcons 3-0. Center mid Nicholas Machado was named the OCAA Championship MVP. This is the men's soccer team's 5th OCAA title in 7 years. The Hawks will head over to Oshawa on November 6 to defend their national title. That's your sports update. Here's Kavan with your 3-day weather forecast.
Thank you, Paige. A high of 12 is the only plus side of 30 to 50 millimeters of heavy rain. As you heard in the news, Montreal and some other cities in Quebec are pushing back Halloween to the 1st of November. Watch out for stormy skies and be sure to wear reflective and waterproof gear. The 1st of November brings a taste of winter with chances of flurries and a high of 5. 30% chance that rain will follow through to the weekend into next week. Temperature will slightly improve to 7 on Saturday and 8 on Sunday. Back to you, Tyler.
Thanks, Kavan. That's all for today. I'm Tyler Biggs. Humber News is written and produced by students in the journalism program. Our crew of students in the broadcast TV and videography program. We'll see you again next time.